Here we are at Monte's camp out to support the Cancer Connection here in Northampton. 8:40 in the morning on a Thursday, July 18th. We're going to go in and have a look at what's going on. I know they've been up early. This has replaced the winter camp out, which was pretty brutal, below zero, etc. But let's go in and see what's going on.
Check it out. It was as comfortable as a hammock could be to try to sleep in all night. That's what I'll say, which might not be a wise idea in the future. I had to kind of lie in the fetal position in a hammock all night. Here at Cancer Connection Summer Camp. 413-582-5200 is the number to call and support the Cancer Connection. There was a $500 challenge from Greenfield Savings Bank that was met by a new philanthropic organization in the Valley called Forever On. That $500 challenge has been met by my dear friend who was here last night and is such a generous human being that I get emotional when I even think about it. I was forced to curse when I heard that she was so generous putting this challenge out there. Public Emily Lichter, my children's fairy godmother, put a $500 challenge out there, so we'll pay it forward one more time for another $500. Do you have it? Does your business or you individually want to do pay it forward again and another $500 match for the Cancer Connection? 413-582-5200. Make it happen or come down here and drop a check in our fishbowl. 413-582-5200. Cancer Connection is such a great organization and does such great work. What's your name?
My name is Christine Aubry, and I own Caldwell Banker Upton Massamont Realtors, downtown Northampton. And we have been supporting the Cancer Connection for many years. Very recently becoming very involved with their half marathon Mother's Day event that they put on every year by manning one of their water stations, and it is such a rewarding and wonderful experience for myself and my agents to have an organization like Cancer Connection in Northampton that just gives so openly support to people suffering from cancer, people caretaking people with cancer. Having a place to go is just something this valley is so rich in, and we really enjoy the opportunities to support organizations like this.
Well, we really appreciate the community giving back. It's organizations like you, Greenfield Savings Bank, we just heard of, many of the great sponsors of this event, and financial contributors to this event that really makes the Valley special. The business community giving back, individuals giving back, so thank you for the work you've done. I don't know what I would like less, camping or running a half marathon, but I think I actually would like running a half marathon even less than camping. But I appreciate your sponsorship of it and the great Mother's Day half marathon that they do. Now the leader of the most popular support group at the Cancer Connection, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Ron Presley, and I'm the facilitator of the men's support group at the Cancer Connection. I've been facilitating there for eight years, I think. And there is an idea, I believe that men don't like to talk about what's going on in their inner life, feelings and things like that. But this group would contradict that, because the men come there and do, allow themselves to be vulnerable and talk about the scary feelings and the anxieties that cancer causes us when we get cancer. And my first involvement with Cancer Connection was in '05 when I had prostate cancer, and Diedrich was the facilitator in those days, Diedrich. And so I stayed in that group for about 2 years, 18 months, and that was very helpful in me coping with my own situation. And so now I see men coming, a lot of men are coming to Cancer Connection wanting to come into the group. We've had a little trouble with having too many men to accommodate, but we're managing. And
You're managing.
We're managing. So yeah, it's been a real honor and privilege for me to even work there and be able to do that.
It's amazing to see men become vulnerable in this age of learning more and more about toxic masculinity and what that means and for our society, the Cancer Connection, using your resources to fight against that and allowing men to feel safe to be vulnerable is really, really important. So I appreciate the work that you do and for supporting the Cancer Connection and facilitating that most popular group, the men's group. 413-582-5200 is the number to call to support it. We've had 3 $500 challenges in a row. You're going to be the next person that puts down $500 or next business. 413-582-5200. We'll see where we're at with some of the totals as we head into the 9 o'clock hour and hear from more campers from Cancer Connection and more folks from Cooley Dickinson Hospital who put a very generous donation up there. 413-582-5200. Call now.
Okay, we're here with NCTV at Monte Belmonte's fundraiser for the Cancer Connection, and we're speaking with
And
Kayla. What is it that is? What's your position, and how are you connected to this?
I'm the director of the Mass General Cancer Center at Cooley Dickinson Hospital.
And that is such a great place. We are so lucky to have you here.
It is.
What is your relationship in general to the Cancer Connection?
So the Cancer Connection is an organization that we partner with very closely. They provide services that we can't necessarily provide in the cancer center, but we partner with them so that patients, caregivers, family members, children, parents, siblings have a support system. They connect our patients with services within the community. We rely on them so heavily, and so many of our patients utilize their services, so we love this event, we love to support them. The work that they do is amazing.
I think you hit on a really important point that family members and supporters and caregivers can participate along with the patient.
Yes.
And it's free.
It's all free.
It's free. That will blow anybody's mind. All of these incredible programs.
It is absolutely incredible, and the fact that they can provide those things free of service, Monte's event is what makes that possible, and that's so important for patients and families that are already burdened in so many ways going through treatment. So
How long has the Cancer Center been at Cooley Dickinson?
there have been oncology practices at Cooley Dickinson for many, many decades. However, the Mass General Cancer Center at Cooley Dickinson opened in 2015.
Wow. Was the Kittredge Center there before then? When was the Kittredge Center built?
The Kittredge Center was there prior to that.
Prior. And that deals with things other than cancer at the Kittredge Center?
The Kittredge is a surgery center.
Surgery center.
Yes.
But it's nice to have the two together, isn't it?
It's very nice.
Because
Absolutely.
they're similar services. Yeah.
We partner very closely with our surgeons in our community.
We have a great program. I hope that by showing this on NCTV, more people will find out about you and how lucky we are to have you here in our
Thank
town.
you.
Thank
We
you.
feel very lucky to be connected with Mass General in Boston and with the Cancer Connection.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.